bear with me. Okay, right, there we go. Sorry about that. Headphones disconnected. Okay, so what I've decided to do is I'm going to try and animate a scene from the movie where Beetlejuice is first introduced to us, but I'm going to use the character sheet from the animated series and try and mix those things together so we have a scene recreated from the movie in the animated style. Again, I'm going to make a few adjustments to the character, the green hair, maybe some of that mould around his face, but that's all final details. Just going to be sketching today. This is probably going to be a couple of streams at least, maybe 3. So let's make a start, shall we? Going to begin by making a background layer. So let me, right, we're gonna, whoops, let's get that. Right, so it's gonna be eyeline about here. Oh, I seem to have changed the colour of my brush there. Yeah, about there. About there's going to be our eye line. Oh, I really don't like this pencil. Definitely going to have to get a different pencil. Yeah, let's use a mechanical pencil. Okay. Yeah. Eye line about there. And his tombstone. Here. And it's got, it says here lies Beetlejuice along here, but I'm not going to write that just yet. This is all sketching. Does this have any pen pressure? Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Okay. And then there's a few tufts of grass here. And the hole. And then grass everywhere else. Like I say, this is a sketch layer, so I'm not worried too much. A bit of old tree. Yes. Right, in fact, I think the eye line should be even higher up. Yeah. Right, and there's all this sort of rubble and stuff that's lying over here. And that is because they've dug him out of the ground, but he's in a miniature, so it's not actually dirt, it's like bits of foam and stuff. And that's our first frame for the background. And then I'm going to come along my timeline. I don't know if you can see my timeline. I'm not sure where I'd fit it. Okay, I'm moving across on the timeline. And I'm going to create, a new frame here. And now we have we've come, actually not happy with that, let's cut that out. Right. I'll turn my onion skin on. The music was getting a little bit annoying, sorry about that. Not quite sure. Still in my early days, this is only my third stream on the channel. And I'm not sure where to get my music without breaching copyright, and I want to kind of keep it, you know, in fitting with what I'm doing right now. Not, you know, some sort of summary dance track. That's just not going to work for okay. So yeah, we're going to start there. We're going to get to here, and there are some skulls that are holding on to. There's a demon guy here. There is, what's he got? He's got like his hand on his lap like that, and then he's got these wings. And then we're going to get a bit more of that tree, aren't we? Which is, to be honest, most of it's being blocked by the characters, so I can't really see a lot of the tree. Okay. A tree over there. Some sort of post over there, I'm not sure. That is right. So we've gone from here to here. Obviously, also I need to do a bit of that. Yep. And so I should probably create another frame in between there. Right, where the line will be somewhere in the middle of those two. And okay, so yeah, so my okay, again, not too worried about this. Just putting this here just to remind myself that there is grass. Starting there. And in there. That's pretty easy to figure out. We'll just no. Get a let's see how that does. That's just right. So, yeah, that's kind of going how I want it to go. Let's give it a yeah. Obviously, we're going to need a few more frames in there. Let's just put 2 more frames in there. So again, I'll take my eye line and I'll come in the middle of these 2 eye lines here, or you know, horizon. Okay. So there's my step, and there's my other step. I want you about here and here. How does that look? Yeah, that looks alright, doesn't it? Oh, what's happening there? Right, okay. And we'll just, you know, again, we'll just put some random bits there Not sure how we're going to deal with that when it's finalised. We'll come to it when we do. No, I didn't. Now in here, I've got my tree, so maybe I should have my tree in there, shouldn't I? Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's another one that. Let's have a look at this. Comes across, doesn't it? No, I don't like that. Right, this guy's hand should still be visible. Let's see where it's. It's just on the corner there, isn't it? So his hand should be still there. There's nothing else in line with there, so okay. Mhm. Um. Does this come across? It comes across like that, doesn't it? So I want to kind of do that, I guess. Right. And this branch is about there. I'm using myself now. Right. Yeah. Got a branch there. Got this one that kind of comes over there, like that. And that one pretty much almost touches the floor. Yep. And then I'll make this a bit bigger this time. Okay, yeah. And the arrow is quite close, isn't it? But I think we need to move it. I don't know actually. It could be that the stairs. The stair is sort of blocking it a bit, and then as we come above it, we we start to see a bit more of it. Perspective wise, that might make sense. So I'm going to grab that. Right, I just want one more frame for the sketch phase here. So we'll get coffee first before it goes cold. Right, eye line, horizon line. I could keep calling it eye line. I guess it's the same thing. And tombstone. Here. Step there. Which means my horizon line is now wrong. I'll tell you what, let's just grab the tombstone and just move you down there. And then we can place you on the floor, not hovering in the sky. Okay. Yep. Okay, now we've got this guy holding on. This skull kind of comes up to about there, doesn't it? So let's put him back. And yeah, the other hand is sort of hanging on like that, isn't it? With this guy. I've made him a bit higher there, haven't I? Let's have a look. I think what we've got, the problem is that my tombstone is not precisely done. We'll fix all this in the proper version. This is just right. I had his hand on his, yeah. Have we had this one? Because this, I remember this gets a bit much at the end, that track, doesn't it? Let's go up to the top. Let's find a bit something a bit more chilled. Stressing me out, that one. Let's trying to find something that's a bit spooky and just end up with stuff that's really annoying instead. It's not right at all, is it? Right, I want somewhere. Yeah, that's exactly where I want it to be. Do apologise about the music, just testing this site out. Some of it is ambient, but it's a bit, I don't know, not very relaxing to draw to. Oh, forgot about this post here. I mean, I'll just draw it in. Trying to give it a bit more perspective each time. Let's turn the onion skin off and give this a go. See, and that to me is way too fast. I think it's too fast. I'm going to put that. I think somewhere in the middle, so maybe if I can. Let's see, how does that look? That's about the right speed, yeah. I don't think we have quite finished though. We need to have another frame here, put my onion skin back on. Well, this time I'm going to save myself some time. Now that the perspective isn't changing, just going to draw over my sketch. In fact, I probably could have just copied and pasted this in, or used a keyframe. I don't like using keyframes. I don't know why, it's just that when I go to change something, it often can cause me problems. Not massive problems, but I just find it sometimes easier just to copy and paste the picture and move it rather than keyframe it. But just for this one, I'm just going to carry on because I've started now. Okay, and now I'm going to zoom out, select everything and move it down to there. Okay, then we'll come in and draw, whoa, come in and draw the rest of it. Okay. And this is actually a great big sign, isn't it? I'm getting some headphone warnings. I didn't charge them. Right. Yeah. This has got like Beetlejuice here or something like that. That's like a neon, not a neon, light bulb sign. Something like that, yeah. Okay. Let's check the onion skin off and sort of that. Yeah. Yeah, eventually, once we get to this sort of view, Beetlejuice sort of rises up out of the ground that way, which we'll do in another folder. Simple sketch. And he sort of flies off like this sort of pose. That'll be fun to do that. Right, what shall I do next? I think maybe we continue to work on the background. I think we can go even higher than that. So this time I'm going to create a new layer. Whoops. Now I'm going to come back. I'm going to duplicate this one and go. Right, now I've got two of these, and I'm just going to zoom out and shift this all down. Till the arrows even out the shot. Yeah. Then I'll finish this sign off. Again, not too bothered about the consistency on this sketch. I'm going to make a much better second sketch where everything right, and then that's pretty much it. He flies off into the camera then. So I guess we could start by taking the opacity of that one down, starting a new folder. And we'll do a sketch of the character. We're going to start with the strongest poses, and I think that's where we might leave it today. So my strongest pose is around about here actually, when he starts to fly off. So he is, let's say, his gesture, he's kind of arms going this way, his leg is sort of doing this thing. Right, let's give him a basic body. So he's kind of, we're going to do like a box guy. Okay. Don't like that. Don't like that. I think that his arm should stretch out more. So it's arms kind of stretching out like this, and then just kind of doing this. His hand is sort of making this gesture. Right, let's draw his shoulder socket there. His other one is kind of doing kind of something like that. His eye line is sort of like this, and he's got this funny, I don't know, it's kind of like a police hat, but it's got guide written on it or something. That's that, yeah. And then his leg. He's kind of doing this. I can't quite see what his other one is doing because he's got a long jacket on. It's going into the distance, I think. Like this. That's that sort of thing. But he's got this. I'm going to use some colour now. I'll use a red, like a dark red. He's got this long jacket that obscures most of that. Okay. So that's one pose. There's another really fun pose. That one's there. Yeah, there's another fun pose where he's kind of got both his arms outstretched. Oh, let's go back to my black. Like this. I'm gonna move it. Right, yeah. There's more head on this time, isn't it? The second pose he sort of turns to the side. This one is quite. It's quite front on this pose. Arms going slightly backwards, and in this pose he's it's quite big. He's holding his cap. Yeah. And then we'll put our jacket in again. It's because it takes up a lot of the silhouette actually. the back of the jacket there. Yeah, maybe I'll put the arms in as well, so that's in the red because they're part of the jacket. I want to move him up and I want to shrink him down. Yeah, I want it more clear that he's flying about. This one could be a bit larger because he does start to fly towards us. Okay, it's not pretty, but this is rough animation. This is sketching. I don't want to sit here for hours noodling on one picture. I'm trying to get the idea across. Right, where's another good pose? I like this one. It's quite similar to this first pose, or the second pose that we worked on, but his arms are still outstretched. But there's much more of a curve on his spine. I don't know if that's coming across, but I want this to be like it's going much further back. I like the way his foot is turned up like that. Again, his arms are going back into the distance, like he's pushing his chest forward like this. It's still his cap, but it's kind of, it's turned to the side. And his head is like also going sort of back as he pushes his chest. There's like, you see underneath the chin there. Yeah, let's get the jacket in. One of those arms is way longer than the other arm. I was trying to push it into the background. I made it too small. I'm not sure I like these legs either. A little bit of transform there. So these don't seem to flow together very well at the moment, but once we connect them up, they should be fine. And also, on the second pass, we'll work more on the proportions. Right, and let's work on how he appears on the first bit, which probably actually it doesn't need to be quite there, does it? It will be about here. Right. Actually, we're not gonna see until about there. That's about the first frame you should be in, I think. Right, and here he's very dead on. It's not much of a, it's not a very complex pose. I'll be wearing his hat this time. So he goes from there. And then about here, somewhere in the middle of those two ones, right, that's it, that way. Just want to do it. That curve determines which direction that knee's going. And this, because that one's going backwards, this one is going to start going towards us a bit more. Well, if this one's going towards us, it needs to be bigger than the other one, not smaller. There we go. And then, yeah, this in this bit he is reaching for that hat. We're going to take it off. This hand is kind of coming towards us. I don't know if I want it that way actually, maybe more like that way. Yeah, that seemed a bit camp the other way. I don't think he's a very camp character. In fact, he's probably more homophobic than camp. I don't know, maybe that's a bit judgmental of me, but he seems like an old-fashioned... He's not a friendly guy, is he? He's not... I wouldn't imagine. He's a womanizer, pervert. Okay. Ignore my waffling. I'm not used to streaming, so I might say things that should be swiftly forgotten. Don't take anything personally. Right. Okay. That's 4 poses. I'm going to do 2 more poses actually. I'm going to do 2 more poses. I'm going to Or is it this one here? I want to duplicate this one a couple of times. Oh no, no, not one A. One. No, not that one. Oh, a C. No. One copy. Ah, there we go. Right, that's the one I wanted. And another one here. That'd be one Z. Right, yes. And now with this one, I'm going to grab it. What is this music? Sounds like... I know what it sounds like. Give me a headache though. What's this one like? I'll tell you what, let's just have no music for a little while, shall we? We'll finish this last couple of poses off in silence. Right, gonna zoom out, gonna transform, gonna make him much larger and bring him upwards, I think. Yeah. Gonna make him a lot larger actually and do that. Okay, yeah. And then I'm going to come back and put this one somewhere in the middle. Okay. And then turn my onion skin off. We'll zoom up a bit. And this is our rough sketch animation. It's very, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 frames of animation as far as the character is concerned. But it's enough to get the idea across, and then I can come in here with a more precise animation, more precise anatomy and things like that. It will make it look like Beetlejuice, not a stick man. And we'll make smoother animation and everything like that. But that's the general idea. What we're going to do is just going to add maybe a couple more frames. Actually, I'm going to just add one more. Here, which I'm going to yeah, put my onion skin back on, zoom out, grab you, do that, and then the last one here. Okay, right. Let's play that, and then I think we're done when we've got that how we wanted it to be. Right. Yeah. So he bursts out of the grave, takes his cap off. We didn't get the bit where he puts it back on, but he's going to put it back on. Those are the main poses there. maybe add a bit of squash and stretch and okay, so that's all for the stream for today. 2 streams in one day. Don't usually do any. And nobody has actually watched it, but if someone was to watch it later on, then thank you for that. If not, not really bothered. Just this is what I would be doing anyway. I'm just streaming it while I do it. Okay. Good night, everybody. Good night, no one.